Right, let's kick off part 2 of the Birmingham retro gaming market. We're taking a nice shot here. Venue again was the Custard Factory. Go check out part 1 if you want to see additional stores. You may even spot yourself. Here are me and Sarah just horsing around. And what I'm serving up for you in this episode are stores, shops, stalls, vendors, whatever you want to call them, that I didn't show basically. So hopefully you'll get something new and hopefully you'll get something fun, including this clip coming up, which was one of my highlights. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, they're Japanese. God, look at it. It's beautiful. Dude. Some really cool shells. I've got that, but it's not backlit. Oh, mate, it gives me goosebumps, honestly. Sorry, are we in your way? I do apologise. Wow, I've been a sucker for a custom console, and it's no thanks to Rob, one of my friends who customises consoles. I'm sure he'll be in the comments. He really kind of got me into it, and the more I've attended these markets over the years, I mean, they're just so beautiful to see. You know, the backlit Game Boy Advances, really nice bright popping screens with awesome shells, really good stuff. It makes me melt, honestly. It literally makes me melt. Now, we didn't focus on this stall. Well, actually we did, but we focused on the other side. So this is all brand new stuff. Some great games over here. The guy was very, very friendly. I was literally drooling over the Pokemon games because, again, huge fan, absolutely huge fan. And if there's any you can recommend that I may or may not have, I will keep an eye out for your Pokemon related comments in the comments. That's right. Okay, moving on. Switch games, Scully. You will see me pick that up in a minute, so we'll kind of come back to that. But Scully was one that really, kind of caught my eye. There was some good stuff on here. Got Pokemon Sword and Shield double pack. I own them both, so there's obviously no point in me diving into that. Got some Bubble Bobble, which is a formula for me where, if you've played Bubble Bobble, you've played Bubble Bobble. That doesn't really serve up much by way of varied entertainment. So Scully, now Sarah was interested in this and I pulled up some gameplay and she then became disinterested because it wasn't her kind of thing, but from what I gather, you're this little skull and you roll around different levels of varying terrain, and I think it looked quite fun, but I don't know if it was something I'd sit down and play. I think it would be something that I would have a very short lifespan over, but if you've played it, Scully, let me know. Yeah, I've got him. I know. Super cute, super cute. I feel like I've never seen your game. You've never ever been in it, mate. Been in it. You're a joke. You're not even my friend. It's cute. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. That's really cute. Get that. 35 quid. Oh, don't get that. Okay, we got a little walk around right here, and this is where I'm handing the reins to you guys to chuck them timestamps out if you spot yourself. I love doing this. It's like, where's Wally? Absolutely brilliant, because I know if I watch this, I would be wanting to see if I was spotted. I just think it's really cool. Call me geeky, call me stupid, but I just think it's really, really cool. And I love watching it back because, like that chick right there, she had an E.T. t-shirt on. Absolutely love seeing people's attire when you go to these things. It's really cool. Now, this store here, this was all PC games on the left. On the right, it was predominantly PS2, PAL, as you can see. So I personally wasn't too fussed, but Sarah did pick up. You'll see it later on what she picked up. She wanted to pick up. She's a big Tomb Raider fan like me, and she did pick up a Tomb Raider game that I did offer her for free a few months back, but she didn't want it, so I sold it, and then she wound up buying it. So that was interesting, but I'm sure you'll catch it later on. Now, me myself, I'm not in the market for Xbox original demos or PS2, so I just wanted to show it, but I did pick up this Xbox game which caught my eye. Oh, no manual. Oh, manual. Smile. If it had manual, probably, but... Pardon?
That's what I for.
What would it be if it had manual?
If it had manual, it was 5. If it had no manual, I'd drop it down £1.
Yeah, fair dues. Legacy of Pain, I think I've got that though.
I'll get that. That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, I was kind of coming off the back of something cool there with I've totally forgotten the name of the jet ski game. Is it Wave Race? Wave Race, kaboom! Wave Race. I wanted to try Carve on the Xbox, so that was actually the cheapest game I picked up, locked in at £4. This stall here is also a brand new stall you didn't see in episode 1, selling marquees, selling reprinted movie posters, and then the odd game and some really nice Nintendo consoles. Now, having just moved, I'm very eager to spruce up and make an extremely homely and just gorgeous ambience and atmosphere in the lady lounge, so I did buy some stuff, and I've bought from this guy before. I don't know his name, but he's very, very friendly, and I can't suggest him enough. If you go to the markets here in the United Kingdom, go and speak to this chap because he's brilliant. And he used to print the marquees on vinyl, but now they were stickers, so yeah, that is pretty cool.
Sega. I've got the Outrun one. It's a nice big box piece, PC and Amiga. I used to have that. Yeah. What you got? They're not stickers.
Yeah, the big ones like that, you're going to struggle to find.
Yeah, but that, Sega can go above my Dreamcast collection.
So we got some GameCube stuff, some OG Xbox, some PS4, and we're back at the stall that I mentioned in episode 1 that I said I see these two guys all the time. Now, all the expensive stuff is at the back, and I did pick up some stuff from these, and I'm probably going to get roasted because I'm already reading comments from episode 1, and there was a couple of comments where people had said, hey, you know, can't believe the prices on these retro game markets. So I'm going to use this footage here to just talk about my thoughts about pricing. I'm a firm believer that if you want a game and you see it at one of these markets, if you're willing to pay their asking price, pay it. If you're not, don't. That's how I go with this, honestly. People see it as some kind of crime against humanity, and sometimes it is. You know, when you see, I saw a Sonic the Hedgehog original cardboard cutout on eBay that sold for £722. Now, would I pay that? No. But for somebody, it might be worth their body weight in gold. I don't know. I do like to have this debate quite regularly over on my socials, and I'm having it right now. So I do think this particular stall is expensive, but Birmingham Retro Game Market didn't have a massive amount of choice compared to, say, something like Doncaster Retro Gaming Market. So when I do the pickups video on Thursday, which will be the follow-up to this, I'm going to deep dive into some of the titles, and I'm going to talk about pricing, and I'm going to show some gameplay. You know, I'm not just going to say, hey, I got this, and then, oh, I got this. You know, we're going to talk about it. We're going to explore it. We're going to add some value. So hopefully you guys will check that out. Now, this game here, I think that was like 70 quid. We've got Evil Dead there. The double case of Tomb Raider, which is the classic. If you're going to buy Tomb Raider on the PS1, get the double case. I think that was in at 15, which that has crept up in price a little bit, but I always say, you know, if you're not happy with the price, ask them to knock it down a bit and see what they say.
I love the artwork on Japanese games. It's like so fucking cool.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. There wasn't that many knockout Super Nintendo titles. Typically, when I go to retro game markets, I like to see the knockout titles. For example, you know, I got the Batman Woolworths edition of Batman, you know, it's Batman Returns, over £300 I paid a couple of years ago at a market. It's a knockout title. It's in the top 10 of one of the most rarest Super Nintendo games released, official releases, out there. But this tended to have just your staple run-of-the-mill titles, all of which I owned. So I actually didn't get any Super Nintendo games, which was a first for me.
You're getting home.
Oh, no.
I've got that on my keyring.
Super cool to see these cushions, as I have the Space Invaders. There were 3 colours and I have them all wedged in one of my radiators here back at base on the Lady Lounge, so pretty cool. I actually paid £10 each for them and they were £10 each at this market, so they haven't risen in price over this last 18 months, so that was cool. We've got more SNES. We got, again, 2 SNES. I only saw, right, listen, flicking my head back, I saw 2 Super Nintendos. You just caught them in shot a couple of seconds ago. I think it was the Star Wing and then the base set. They were the only 2 boxed Super Nintendos, and remember, we got in early before the crowd, so I would have seen any that were there, and there were just none.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you going to set your PS1 back up and have prime position?
Yes.
Yes.
My living room is finished.
Yes.
And my new door is fitted.
Oh!
He's got the perfect suit.
He has got the perfect for Molly. He looks a bit disfigured, doesn't he?
Struggling through. So does she.
I've got to watch Star Wars.
That disturbs me.
That is amazing.
I don't like it.
You love it.
It disturbs me.
You love it.
Something disturbing about it.
I ain't seen it anywhere else.
Do I need a collector's edition?
And Sarah did pick it up. She got it for £6 to play on her PlayStation 2. Absolutely buzzing for you, mate. It's a really good game's Tomb Raider anniversary.
PC. That is up there, mate. Japanese. Oh, nice.
It's Pac-Man.
Yay. These.
Nintendo 64. We got on the ride some more Super Nintendo. Again, a couple of titles in here you wouldn't have caught. But, just like I said, with the Super Nintendo, staple titles here on the N64. I think if there are any events organisers for the Birmingham retro game market, just as a little bit of feedback, I'd really like to see more vendors. I know 2 off the top of my head, 2 retro game shops in Birmingham, and I was surprised to see them not being there, with this being on their doorstep. I mean, maybe they were invited but didn't come, but it would have been nice to see a few more vendors that offered a bit more breadth in the stock levels, you know, because this was all just very, you know, run-of-the-mill stuff, but I freaking loved it still nonetheless. I did pick up some absolute pearlers, and like I said in episode 1, we got some quality over quantity, and I'm excited to share it with you and dive into it so I can do more reviews on my website, more reviews right here on the channel.
It is all in alphabetical order, which is nice. It's nice. Can we get that, please?
Yeah.
Ooh, cheers.
Is there any more PS1?
Oh, sorry, we're not done. Rap of the That's good. It's really good. It's like a rhythm game. It's really good, honestly. You got the. That's the original.
Oh yeah.
First one. Yeah, it's a good
I just
game.
bought it.
No, you got Theme Park World. That's the original. That's again really good.
The original theme park's pretty good, but slow going. But pretty
Yeah.
What have I bought? Theme Park World?
Yes.
I bought some.
Now these guys, Unspoken, sold huge premium desk pads, and then there were these like plasticky wrist pads, as you can kind of see, that would maybe just sit at the end of your keyboard. $39.99 the wrist pads. Ooh, definitely wasn't in the market for one of them, but I did pick up a desk pad ready for me to launch onto my live stream setup. I actually picked up the Pokemon desk pad. I probably won't even bother showing that over on the pickups video. I'll just kind of show B-roll from this. It's there, it's right there. That's the one I picked up. I think it is so cool, and I love the bright colours of my favourite Pokemon.
It is cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, because there's an issue with my thingy.
Have I got that? Pokemon White? Have I got this?
Yes.
Pokemon White?
Yes.
100%.
That really rings a bell, that, yeah. That,
100.
if you'd have said Pokemon White, I'd say I don't know, but that.
Rings a bell.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Dundee.
Yeah, I think I've got it. Or have I? Maybe I
Yeah,
have.
get one of these. Yeah, because my cigarette lighter doesn't work and my
Yes.
diffuser I need.
Oh, you've changed it? Yeah, one's just gone in Jess's car as well.
Still doesn't work, so.
Okay, we're back. Pokemon just lured me in, and we went back, and clearly a lot of other people were lured in by Pokemon on that stall as well. So I just loved it. I really enjoyed it. And again, this is a market that seems to be developing. This was a much bigger venue compared to the previous one they had. And I believe Doncaster also have a gaming market coming up towards the end of the year, if not early 2022. So you guys need to check that one out. That one is a bit more local to me. Driving down to Birmingham for me was about an hour and a half, and it's not the easiest drive, but really did enjoy it. So we're going to play this one out. Make sure you guys subscribe and tune in for the next episode. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Sorry, it's like driving mad.
That's a bootleg.
Sorry.
It's a bootleg copy.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. I thought, is it like a reproduction, like... With game, got that game as well? Hard One. Is that these? Yeah, not that Jungle Beat version, no, but... Can't get down. Good game, that.
Good job, thanks guys. Enjoy those, yeah?
I might start streaming that tonight, actually, Dino Crisis 2.
Molten Menace?
Yes, Molten Menace. Yeah. It's like Resident Evil but with dinosaurs. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm looking at it.
They always do, mate.
I'm enjoying it.
I do like it, yeah.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait, I was looking at Quake, but I just... Have I got that? Have I got it? You're not sure? What is happening there? That's another bootleg, that is.
I'm not sure what's happening there.
Tee off, Barbie.
Oh,
Expensive. I've got it. Spider-Man. Oh, it's such a good artwork.
Spawn and the Demon King.
Spawn. We are done. You had a good time.
We're panting. It's very warm. Yes, it's been very good.
But we're done.
Well, that's shizzle.
Until next time.